Hi friends, welcome to episode 6 of Beginner's Answers for Heat Transfer. In this video we will be discussing about the different modeling tools in ANSYS that will help us to define our problem into a structure. In the previous videos we were discussing about the different setups in preprocessor like elements and material properties. So let's start. So in Apdl, let's consider the left side toolbar as a tree of analysis that we are building our way down into solution. In this tree, under the preprocessor tab, we have already discussed about element type, that is basically what an element is and how to select the best element for the analysis. We discussed how to set up the material properties. Now we are going into modeling. I know we skipped sections and we will be skipping some other also. In this video series I am discussing only the parts that are needed for our analysis. So go to modeling. Now we have to create something. So as I discussed, this is the 3D space in which we are going to construct our structure. So click on first create. Under create, for our analysis we have to create a volume, a 3D volume. So click on volume and we have a block. Under block there is three options: by two corners and insert, by center, corner and insert, by dimensions. So we can simply give by two corners and insert. For future references you can play around with other options also. So click on by two corners and insert. So first is the starting x and y points, so I am giving it a 0, 0, and the width of our problem was 7 meters and the height was 6 meters and the depth was 0.3 meters. So give that, click OK, and it will be made. So another tool is the viewing tool that we are discussing. So go to the right side plane, go under dynamic model mode, click on that. So now the mouse will turn into a different cursor. If you right click on the mouse and use it, it will help to turn the model around. If you left click, it will just move around but it won't rotate the model. And if the center click also is there, it will help in zooming in and zooming out on a particular model. Also it also helps in rotating around a specific plane. And to bring it back, here there is an isometric view. When you click that, it will automatically transfer back into the isometric view. There is oblique view, front view, then bottom view, all different views that we need for the analysis. So let's make it into isometric view. So this is our window pane that we are going to do an analysis on. Some other useful view tools are, say, fit view. It will make the total view fit into the window that we have designed. So then there is zoom in and zoom out. So zoom in, as the name suggests, just click to zoom in, zoom out, then pan left, pan right, pan up, pan down. So these all are just basic viewing tools available in Apdl. So here in the create section there is create key points and nodes. These are two important concepts that you guys have to understand. I will be discussing these two, key points and nodes, in our meshing video because it's easy to discuss with a mesh on the screen. So this is our window plane that we already created. Another thing is we don't necessarily need to create the model in Apdl itself. We can import it after creating or using a modeling software. So that is a simple task. Just go to file, click on import, select the format. So usually SolidWorks and all comes with IGS format. Creo files also can be saved as IGS. There is Creo parametric file and a SCAD file, CATIA files. So all types of different formats for our solid parts are available. Just click on that, go select the 3D or 2D structure that you already created. It will be automatically imported. So After the create tools, we go into the operate tools. In the operate toolbar, we have different options like extruding, booleans, scalings. Under the booleans, we have like the adding, which is usually adding two volumes, subtracting, dividing between two volumes, gluing together two volumes. So these all are usual parametric modeling commands that we have in different modeling softwares. This operate tool will be discussed more in the future videos. The next thing that we are discussing in the modeling toolbar is delete command. In the delete command, we can see volumes only, volumes and below. This is the same case with areas and lines. So what is the difference between those? So if I delete volumes only, everything related to volume like the lines, the areas, the key points or the vertices, those all will still remain. Only the volume will be deleted. And if you use the volumes and below command, everything related to that volume will be deleted. So let me demonstrate that. So I am going into volumes only, and this small screen over here will open. So there is two options, pick and unpick. So if I click on pick and click on the volume, that volume will be selected. If I want to unselect that volume, you can go ahead and click unpick. So then you can see the cursor is upside down, and click on that volume and it will be unselected. So there is an easy way for that. On your mouse, right click to transfer between the pick and unpick options very easily. The next thing is single, box, polygon and circle. So say you have a complex structure and you want to select a specific part of it. So if you have single is selected, and if you go ahead and select something, a single volume, a single whole volume will be selected. But in a complex case, it's more hard. So if you click on box and draw a box, every volume that comes within that box will be selected. So in our case, it was only one volume, so it is not that relevant. It's the same case with circle and polygon. So click on polygon, you can create a polygon. See, and every volume related to that polygon will be selected. Circle also, click on that. A circle will be created and any volumes within that circle will be selected. This is not the only case for volumes. Areas, lines, key points, everything has the same options. Here below that we have the counts. So if I select one, that will be counted here. So let me go back to single. So if I select one, the count shows 1, and the maximum number of volumes that can be selected will be 1. So say you have 100 volumes, there will be a maximum of 100 and a minimum of 1. And there is an option here to pick all. So if you want to select all the volumes that are related or all the volumes that are available in the structure, just click on that and click OK. So what happened? I clicked on volumes only, but everything got deleted. But there is still the lines and the areas related to that volume over here. How to see that? Go to plot, click on lines. See, the lines related to that volume is still there, it's not deleted. Go to plot, click on the areas. All the areas related to that volume is still there. But go to volumes, there's nothing. So if you do an operation related to volumes, it won't happen since there is no volumes available. That's a delete command. So now I'm going to create the volume back. There are many ways to do that. As our problem is a simple one, the easiest way is to just delete everything and create it again. So let me revert it back. So the volume is created back. The next step in our analysis is to mesh it. Meshing process will be discussed in our next video. So see you in the next video.